Coming up in today's update, Chelsea have made another appointment to their backroom team by recruiting Jim Hicks from the PFA as the club's head of coach development. Chelsea captain Reece has flown to Doha, Qatar as part of his rehabilitation. According to German publication Sportbild, Chelsea are looking to bring Bayer Leverkusen striker Victor Boniface to Stamford Bridge during the summer transfer window. More to come, so keep watching. As usual, support this channel with a like for this video, smash the bell icon so you get notified every time we upload a new video, and don't forget to subscribe and share as well. Beginning with some club news, Chelsea have made another appointment to their backroom team by recruiting Jim Hicks from the PFA as the club's head of coach development. Mail Sport revealed last month that Hicks had resigned from the PFA, and it is understood that the 63-year-old will join Chelsea next month. Hicks has been headhunted to fill a new role at Chelsea, in which he will work with coaches from under 15 to under 21 level in the boys' academy and in all age groups in the women's setup. The former Fulham centre-back, who also played for Exeter and Oxford before moving into coaching and community work, is well respected throughout the game after spending 18 years as head of coaching at the PFA. Hicks' move to Chelsea will see him return to club football, having previously spent 15 years at Millwall. In South London, Hicks combined community work with managing Millwall Lionesses, who he led to a remarkable Women's Premier League and FA Cup double in 1997. Hicks' appointment follows the revelation earlier this week that Chelsea have poached Brighton's head of recruitment Sam Jewell to take up a new position running their multi-club operations and partnerships. Mauricio Pochettino is least pleased with Mykhailo Mudryk, according to Football Insider. Chelsea staved off stiff competition from Arsenal to secure the Ukrainian attacker in January 2023, paying Shakhtar Donetsk £88.5 million for his services. However, the 23-year-old has been a disappointment so far. Mudryk has registered 4 goals and 3 assists in 25 games across competitions this season. He's a peripheral figure under Pochettino, who apparently doesn't trust him. The Argentinian manager believes that the 23-year-old doesn't have the qualities needed to be a good fit at Stamford Bridge. The Blues' backroom staff are also unimpressed by the Ukrainian and are worried that he lacks the footballing brain required to suit the club's playing style. Chelsea captain Reece has flown to Doha, Qatar as part of his rehabilitation. James is recovering from his latest hamstring injury, which he sustained in December. As per the Mail, club insiders have played down any issues with the trip to Doha. James is said to have received prior approval from the club, who were given ample notice. The 24-year-old does want to be back before the season ends, but is taking it very slow. Neither James nor the club want to rush the process of having him back on the field. The England international's last appearance was in Chelsea's 2-0 defeat at Everton on December 10, with manager Mauricio Pochettino previously describing how difficult James's injury history has been on him. James is expected to fly home from Doha in time to attend the Carabao Cup final at Wembley Stadium, hopeful of seeing his teammates beat Liverpool to secure their first silverware of the Todd Boehly-Clearlake Capital era. Moving on to some transfer rumours, Arsenal are planning to bring Chelsea target Lautaro Martinez to the Emirates this summer, according to Team Talk. The 26-year-old has been in explosive form this season with Inter Milan, scoring 23 goals and setting up 5 in 32 outings across competitions. His efforts have forced the North London side to take note. Arsenal boss Arteta is scouting the markets for an upgrade on Gabriel Jesus and Eddie Nketiah. Martinez won the 2022 FIFA World Cup with Argentina and is among the finest strikers in the world. The 26-year-old could be a fabulous addition to Arteta's squad, but prizing him away from the Nerazzurri won't be easy. The Gunners also face competition from Chelsea for his services. Now Chelsea and Arsenal are leading the race for Aberdeen youngster Lewis Carrol, with both clubs interested in a summer transfer. The 15-year-old centre-back has been told that he will be fast-tracked into the first team by Aberdeen, but his talent has caught the attention of the Premier League's big clubs. Chelsea have been tracking him for some time, but it is understood that Arsenal have come into the fold in recent months. Carrol turns 16 next month and has been compared to John Stones in style due to his height and ability to bring the ball out of defence. He is eligible to sign a professional contract this year, but if he moves before then Aberdeen would be due training compensation rather than a transfer fee. Scotland has become a big market for English clubs since Brexit, as their inability to sign players under 18 has seen them focus on the internal UK market. According to Hicks, Chelsea are plotting a move for the next Martin Odegaard, but they're not the only club interested. The report states that 12 sides are rumoured to be chasing Sverre Nypan. The 17-year-old Rosenborg midfielder is considered one of Norwegian football's brightest young talents. Nypan, who made his debut at just 15, signed a new deal with Rosenborg last summer that lasts until 2026, and it seems like this was a smart move to make sure Rosenborg could ask for a fee for their top player, rather than risk losing him for free. Hicks add that Chelsea face tough competition from the likes of Borussia Dortmund, RB Leipzig, AS Monaco, Lyon, Benfica and Porto. Now Jamie Carragher has predicted whether or not Victor Osimhen will leave Napoli. The 25-year-old striker continues to be heavily linked with a move to Chelsea ahead of the summer transfer window as Mauricio Pochettino hopes to strengthen his attacking options. Speaking on CBS Sports on Wednesday night ahead of Napoli's clash against Barcelona in the Champions League quarter-final first leg, the former Liverpool defender said, "Napoli is a club that he is not going to stay at for the rest of his career and he feels like he can go on to bigger and better things. But he signs a contract and straight away he's talking about where he's going to go in the summer. I think there's a buyout clause there for 100 million and it feels like some sort of deal has been done between all parties." According to German publication Sportbild, Chelsea are looking to bring Bayer Leverkusen striker Victor Boniface to Stamford Bridge during the summer transfer window. The London Giants have lacked the cutting edge in front of goal this season, and there was another prime example last weekend where they were guilty of missing several clear-cut chances against Manchester City. The Blues could have been 2 or 3 goals up in the opening half at the Etihad Stadium, but ended up drawing 1-1 in the end. The Chelsea hierarchy could invest on a marquee striker this summer, and Sportbild claim that Chelsea are tempting Boniface into a move to the Premier League. Leverkusen have no plans to sell him at the current point of time, and it is claimed that his current market value of £34 million could be a starting point for discussions. Boniface had a superb season at Union Saint-Gilloise last term with 22 goals and 12 assists to his name. He secured a move to Leverkusen as a result and had a tremendous start with 16 goals and 8 assists before suffering an adductor injury. The 23-year-old is expected to return by April and could end the campaign as a league winner. Reports have claimed that Liverpool have put in the groundwork to sign one player who Chelsea are keen on bringing in too. According to Team Talk, the Blues have been leapfrogged in the race to sign Brazilian youngster Luis Guilherme from his current club, Palmeiras. Guilherme has been the most recent wonderkid linked with a move to Stamford Bridge in the future, after they made it their mission to invest in this area of the market. Todd Boehly has overseen plenty of spending since taking over as Chelsea owner, however has not neglected looking to build to the future too. Last year, it was reported that the Blues had sent scouts to watch the youngster play over in Brazil, and the fact that interest has remained since suggests that he impressed those who went to see what he was all about. Fabrizio Romano reported that the player had actually signed a new contract with his current club, however this included a release clause of £48 million that an elite side would surely look to trigger. Joshua Zirkzee is one forward who Chelsea are currently following, according to Tutto Juve. The same outlet claims that Juventus, Manchester United, AC Milan and Barcelona are also tracking the 22-year-old, so the Blues could face a lot of competition for his signature. Elsewhere, a report from Tuttomercatorweb says that Zirkzee could cost up to £51 million. He has been bright this season, scoring 9 goals in 24 Serie A appearances for Bologna. Chelsea are following Zirkzee and other strikers, as they are in need of another centre-forward ahead of the 2024-25 season. Having allowed Armando Broja to join Fulham on loan last month, his long-term future at the club looks to be in doubt. If he leaves Stamford Bridge permanently, that would leave Nicholas Jackson as the only recognised number 9 in Mauricio Pochettino's squad, hence the reason for their pursuit for another striker. Chelsea have joined the long list of clubs that are interested in Teun Koopmeiners, according to Italian media. The Dutch midfielder has become one of Serie A's most in-demand players this term. Starring for Atalanta, the 20-cap international has attracted the attention of Europe's elite, and the chances of a summer exit appear to be increasing by the day. The 25-year-old has been heavily linked with the likes of Liverpool and Man United in recent weeks, but these two Premier League giants have been dealt an ostensible blow by a fresh report coming out of Italy, claiming that Koopmeiners would prefer staying on the peninsula. Juventus are said to be very keen indeed on his signature, and they would be willing to sacrifice several players to fund a move for the midfielder. It has been claimed that Koopmeiners, if the offers on the table are similar, would choose a move to the Bianconeri over a Premier League switch. Nevertheless, the latest reports from Italy now claim that yet another English side has entered the race to sign him. According to La Repubblica, Chelsea have now entered the mix as well. The report, however, did not disclose any further information on the Blues' interest other than stating that the interest from the Premier League has led to Juve believing that they must act quickly. According to reports in Spain, Chelsea are willing to break the bank to put a total of £51.3 million on the table to sign Vlahovic. It is claimed that the Blues continue to look for new offensive alternatives and are eyeing the Juventus man. However, Arsenal and Real Madrid also appear to be the main favourites in the race alongside Chelsea. There could be competition for the Serbian striker's services as a result, but Chelsea are the only club named willing to make an offer. Since moving to Juventus from Fiorentina back in 2022, Vlahovic has continued to find the back of the net at a reasonable rate, scoring 36 goals in 87 games. The Bianconeri are under financial distress and are willing to cash in on the prized asset to address their woes. Chelsea are among the clubs monitoring Vlahovic with interest and are willing to pay £51.3 million for his services, half the price of Osimhen, who has a £100 million plus release clause. Juventus are reportedly readying an offer for Crystal Palace star and top Manchester United and Chelsea target Michael Olise. The winger has been attracting a lot of interest for some time and last summer looked very close to joining Chelsea before penning a new long-term contract with Palace. Though he has been plagued with injuries this season, when Olise has played he's been sensational with 6 goals and 3 assists in 11 appearances, though he could miss the rest of the campaign with a hamstring issue. That hasn't stopped United from making him their top target this summer as Sir Jim Ratcliffe's revolution at Old Trafford begins. Chelsea are also still interested in Olise's services, but the Telegraph now report that Juventus have entered the race and already have a plan on how to sign him. The Italian giants are unlikely to be able to bid as much as their Premier League rivals, so they plan to make an offer that will include sending promising forward Matthias Sully to Selhurst Park in part exchange. Now in other news, Reds boss Jurgen Klopp says Liverpool are definitely not favourites to win the Carabao Cup final against Chelsea. Liverpool face Mauricio Pochettino's side on Sunday but are dealing with a number of injuries to their squad. Klopp's side will be without Trent Alexander-Arnold, Diogo Jota, Alisson Becker, Thiago, Joel Matip and Stefan Bajcetic, while Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez and Dominic Szoboszlai are doubts. Klopp said to BBC Sport, "We definitely not the favourites. Since we played Chelsea they have improved a lot and it will be tricky. This was exceptional tonight." Pressed on whether he had any injury updates, he added, "I don't even know if these boys can play again. The situation is not great, absolutely not. There are a lot of super important games coming up and we go day by day." Now former Chelsea coach Thomas Tuchel is desperate for a Premier League return. Bayern Munich on Wednesday announced former Chelsea chief Tuchel will leave the German club at the end of this season. Manchester United and Newcastle could both be looking for a new manager soon. And Tuchel, who led the Blues to the Champions League title in 2021, would be interested. Tuchel was shown the exit door at Stamford Bridge in September 2022 and has told friends how much he has missed managing in England. The 50-year-old is leaving Bayern after a torrid spell. The team have lost their last 3 games and are 8 points behind leaders Bayer Leverkusen. Bayern will now battle Liverpool for Leverkusen boss Xabi Alonso, who played for both clubs. Thanks for watching. See you another time. Have a wonderful day.